For yesterday, when looking through her drawing book, I found a sketch of a perambulator. Oh! Double perambulator. Oh! Oh! Shameless girl. That's all. At present. Now attention, pray. Your principal, the princess, comes to give her usual inaugural address to those young ladies who joined yesterday.
Mightier than man, yet man subdues him. Why? the narrow-minded pedant still believes that 2 and 2 make 4. Why, we can prove, we women, household drudges as we are, that 2 and 2 make 5 or 3 or 7 or 5 and 20 if the case demands. Diplomacy? The wiliest diplomat is absolutely helpless in our hands. He wheedles monarchs. Woman wheedles him. Logic. Why, tyrant man himself admits it's a waste of time to argue with the woman. And then we excel in social qualities. The man professes that he holds our sex not to scorn. I venture to believe he'd rather pass the day with one of you than with 500 of his fellow men. In all things we excel. Believing this, 100 maidens here have sworn to place their feet upon his neck, and if we succeed, we'll treat him better than he treated us. But if we fail, then let hope fail too. Who lectures in the Hall of Arts today?
I, madam, on abstract philosophy. There I propose considering at length 3 points: the is, the might be, and the must. Whether the is, from being actual fact, is more important than the vague might be, or the might be, from taking wider scope, is for that reason greater than the is. And lastly, how the is and the might be stand compared to the inevitable must.
Your subject is deep. How do you treat it, pray?
Madam, I take 3 possibilities and strike a balance then between the 3. As thus, the Princess Ida is our head. The Lady Psyche might be. Lady Blanche, neglected Lady Blanche, inevitably must. Given these 3 hypotheses, to find the actual betting against each of them.
Your theme's ambitious. Pray you bear in mind who highest soar, fall farthest. Fare you well, you and your pupils. Maidens, follow me. And thus with free voice of every kind of law, in search of wisdom's purely light, ambitiously we soar, and all thy knowledge we possess, we use not in
I should command here. I was born to rule. But do I rule? I don't. Why? I don't know. I shall someday. Not yet. I bide my time. I once was someone, and the was will be. The present, as we speak, becomes the past. The past repeats itself, and so is future. The sounds involved. It's not. It's right enough. cheerless home. Whate'er your chance, ye are imperfect all. Ye have deceived the trust I showed in ye. Ye have deceived the trust I've shown in ye. I've shown in ye. Away, the mighty must alone shall be.
Gently, gently, evidently, we are safe so far. After scaling fence and paling, here at last we are.
In this college, useful knowledge everywhere one finds, and already growing steady, we've enlarged our minds.
We've learned that prickly cactus has the power to attract us when we fall.
When we fall,
That nothing men unsettles like a bed of stinging nettles, short or tall.
short or tall. That bulldogs feed on throttles, that we don't like broken bottles on a wall.
On a wall. That spring nuns breathe defiance, and that burglary's a science after all.
After all, a woman's college, mad as folly going. What can girls learn within these walls worth knowing? I'll lay a crown, a princess shall decide it. I'll teach them twice as much in half an hour outside it.
Scoffer, ere you sound your puny thunder, list to their aims and bow your head in wonder. They intend to send a wire to the moon.
To the moon,
And they'll set the Thames on fire very soon.
very soon,
Then they'll learn to make submersives with their rigs.
with their rigs,
From the ears of Lady Circe's piggy wigs.
piggy wigs.
And weasels that as long as they trepanned.
They trepanned.
To Onions from cucumbers, they've a plan.
They've a plan.
They've a firmly rooted notion they can cross the polar ocean and they'll find perpetual motion if they can.
If they can.
These are the phenomena that every pretty domina is hoping at a university we shall see. These are the phenomena that every pretty domina is hoping at a university we shall see.
As for fashion, they forswear it, so they say.
So they say,
And the circle, they will swear it one fine day.
one fine day,
And the little pigs they're teaching for to fly.
for to fly,
And they'll practice what they're preaching by and by.
by and by,
Each newly joined aspirant to the clan
to the clan,
must repudiate the tyrant known as man.
known as man.
They mock at him and flout him, for they do not care about him, and they're going to do without him if they can.
If they can. These are the phenomena that every pretty domina is hoping at a university we shall see. These are the phenomena that every pretty domina is hoping at a university we shall see. In this colleges of knowledge, everywhere one finds, and the many growing steady, we've enlarged our minds, we've enlarged our minds.
And so that's the Princess Ida's castle. Well, they must be lovely girls indeed if it requires such walls as those to keep intruders off.
To keep men off is only half their charge, and that the easier half. I much suspect the object of these walls is not so much to keep men off as to keep the maidens in.
But what are these?
Why? Academic robes, worn by the lady undergraduates when they matriculate. Let's try them on.
I want the blue one. Which side's the front?
Oh, stop fussing and put it on.
It's really quite easy once you get it over your head. So,
Voila. Gracious, how did you manage to get that on so quickly?
my sister used to make me play dress up.
Assist! Assist! It's a trap!
He's hopeless.
Somewhere. Ah, there's Mom.
You're making this so difficult. There, that's better.
Does this robe make me look fat?
It's not the robe. Look, there's more in the basket.
Accessorize!
What is it?
A helmet, I suppose. How convenient. Cigar bag.
You know, I saw this very frock in the shop window at Harrods.
Did you? Was it the one with the delicious matching pumps?
Yes, yes, the very one.
Oh, ladies, don't we look simply fetching?
Why, see, we're covered to the very toes. The three lovely lady undergraduates.
Oh, weary of the world and all its wooing, and penitent for deeds there's no undoing.
Looked at askance by well-conducted maids.
Seek sanctuary in these classic shades.
I am a maiden, cold and stately, heartless I with a face divine. What do I want with a heart innately? Every heart I meet is mine. Every heart I meet is mine, is mine. Haughty, humble, coy or free, little care I what may be, so that a maid is fair to see. Every maid is the maid for me.
I am temple, brimming with joy, this roguery. Merriment lurks in every dimple. Nobody breaks more hearts than I. Nobody breaks more hearts than I.
Haughty, humble, coy or free, little care I what may be, so that a maid is fair to see. Every maid is a maid for me. I am a maiden coyly blushing, timid am I as a startled hind. Every suitor sets me flushing, every suitor sets me flushing. I am the maid that wins mankind. Haughty, humble, coy or free, little care I what maid may be. 3 little maids from school are we. Every maid is the maid for me. Haughty, humble, coy or free, little care I what maid may be, so that a maid is fair to see. Every maid is a maid for me. Oh, but who comes here? The Princess Ida, as I live. What shall we do?
Oh, why, we must brave it out. Madam, accept our humblest reverence.
We greet you, ladies. What would you with us?
What shall I say?
Say something.
We are 3 students, ma'am. 3 well-born maids of liberal estate who wish to join this university.
If, as you say, you wish to join our ranks and will subscribe to all our rules, 'tis well.
To all your rules we cheerfully subscribe.
You say you're noble women. You'll find no sham degrees for noble women here. You'll find no sizars here, or servitors, and other cruel distinctions meant to draw a line twixt rich and poor. You'll find no tufts to mark nobility, except such tufts as indicate nobility of brain. And as for your fellow students, mark me well. There are 100 maids within these walls, all good, all learned, all beautiful. They are prepared to love you. Will you swear to give the fullness of your love to them?
Upon our words and orders, madam. We will.
But we go further. Will you undertake that you will never marry any man?
Indeed, we never will.
Consider well. You must prefer our maids to all mankind.
To all mankind, we much prefer your maids.
We should be dolts indeed if we did not, seeing how fair and she.
Take care, that's rather strong.
But have you left no lovers at your home who may pursue you here?
No, madam, none. We are homely ladies, as no doubt you see, and we have never fished for lovers' love. We smile at girls who deck themselves in gems, false hair, and meretricious ornament, do chain the fleeting fancy of a man, but do not imitate them. What we have of hair is our own, our colour too, unladylike but not unwomanly, is nature's handiwork. And man has learned to reckon nature an impertinence.
Well, beauty counts for naught within these walls. If all you say is true, you'll pass with us a happy, happy time.
If, as you say, 100 lovely maidens wait within to welcome us with smiles and open arms, I think there's very little doubt we shall.
In faith, the plunge is taken, gentlemen, for willy-nilly we are maidens now, and maids, against our wills, we must remain.
These ladies are unseemly in their mirth.
Here's a catastrophe, Hilarion. This is my sister. She'll remember me, though years have passed since she and I have met.
Then, make a virtue of necessity, and trust our secret to her gentle care.
Psyche? Why, don't you know me? Florian,
Why, Florian!
my sister.
Oh, dear! What are you doing here? And who are these?
I am that Prince Hilarion to whom your princess is betrothed. I've come to claim her plighted love. Your brother Florian and Cyril came to see me safely through.
The Prince Larian, Cyril too. How strange! My earliest playfellows.
Why, let me look. Are you that learned little Psyche who at school alarmed her mates when she called a buttercup Ranunculus bulbosus?
Are you indeed that Lady Psyche who, at children's parties, drove the conjurer wild, explaining all his tricks before he did them?
Are you that learned little Psyche who at dinner parties brought into dessert would tackle visitors with, "You don't know who first determined longitude? I do. Hipparchus 'twas, BC 163. Are you indeed that small phenomenon?
That small phenomenon indeed am I. But gentlemen, 'tis death to enter here. We have all promised to renounce mankind.
Renounce mankind? On what grounds do you base this senseless resolution?
Senseless? No. We are all taught, and being taught believe, that man sprung from an ape is ape at heart.
That's rather strong.
The truth is always strong. A lady fair of lineage high was loved by an ape in the days gone by. The maid was radiant as the sun. The ape was a most unsightly one. The ape was a most unsightly one. So it would not do. His scheme fell through. For the maid with his love took form of shape, expressed and fair and his monstrous hair that he said, and it made his scheme. The picture of a disconcerting ape. With a view to rise in the social scale, he shaved his bristles and he docked his tail. He grew mustachios and he took his tub, and he paid a guinea to a toilet club. He paid a guinea to a toilet club, but it would not do. The scheme fell through, for the maid was beauty's fairest queen, with golden traces and riffling faces, for the ape, despite his recent king, was the apiest ape that ever was seen. He bought white ties and he bought dress suits. He crammed his feet into
now we are. But hope by dint of study to become in course of time young women.
No, no, no! Oh, don't do that! Is this indeed a man? I've often heard of them, but till today, never set eyes on one. They told me men were hideous, idiotic, and deformed. They're quite as beautiful as women are. As beautiful. They're infinitely more so. Their cheeks have not that pulpy softness which one gets so weary of in womankind. Their features are more marked. And whew, their chins, how curious.
I fear it's rather rough.
Don't apologize. I like it so.
The woman of the wisest wit may sometimes be mistaken, oh, in Ida's views I must admit, my faith is somewhat shaken, oh.
On every other point than this, her learning is untainted, oh. But man's a theme with which she is entirely unacquainted, oh. Acquainted, oh, acquainted, oh, entirely unacquainted, oh.
They jump for joy and gaily bound, the truth is found, the truth is found, and bells are ringing through the air, here and there and everywhere. And a echo for the joyous sound, the truth is found, the truth is found, and a echo for the joyous sound, the truth is found, the truth is found. An echo for the joyous sound, the truth is found, the truth is found.
My natural instinct teaches me, and instinct is important, oh. You're everything you ought to be, and nothing else you ought to do.
That fact was seen at once by you in casual conversation, oh, which is most creditable to your powers of observation, oh, observation, oh, observation, oh, your powers of observation, oh. They jump for joy and gaily bound, the truth is found, the truth is found, and bells are ringing through the air, and here and there and everywhere, and an echo for the joyous sound, the truth is found, the truth is found, and an echo for the joyous sound, the truth is found, the truth is found, an echo for the joyous sound, the truth is found, the truth is found.
Melissa!
Mother!
Here, a word with you. Those are the 3 new students?
Yes, they are. They're charming girls.
Particularly so. So graceful and so very womanly. So skilled in all a girl's accomplishments.
Yes, very skilled.
They sing so nicely, too.
They do sing nicely.
It's very odd. 2 are tenors and 1 is a baritone.
They've all got colds.
Cold! Now, do you think I'm blind? Those girls are men disguised.
Oh, no. Indeed, you wrong these gentlemen. I mean, why see? Here is an 8 we dropped by one of them, containing scissors, needles, and
Cigars. Why, these are men, and you knew this, you minx. Ooh.
Spare them. They are gentlemen indeed. Prince Hilarion married years ago to Princess Ida with 2 trusted friends. Consider, Mother, he's her husband now, and has been 20 years. Consider, too, you're only second here. You should be first. Assist the prince's plan, and when he gains the princess, wink at it?
The prospect's tempting. Well, I'll try. Though I haven't winked at anything for years. 'Tis but one step towards my destiny. The mighty must, the inevitable shall.
Now, wouldn't you like to rule the rose and guide this university?
I must agree, 'twould pleasantly sing hey, a proper bride.
And wouldn't you like to clear the coast of malice and perversity?
Without a doubt, I'll bundle 'em out, sing hey when I preside. Sing hey,
Sing hoity-toity, sorry for some. Sing Maricama, and her day will come. Sing proper plight is the horse to ride, and happy-go-lucky my lady.
For years I cried beneath her sneers, O belle of born Plantagenet.
You're much too meek, or you would speak. Sing hey, I'll say no more.
Her anger I, by several years, although you dare imagine it,
Sing so I've heard, but never a word have I e'er believed before. Sing hey, sing hoity-toity, sorry for some. Sing Mary come up, and her day will come. Sing she shall learn that the world will turn, and happy-go-lucky my lady. Saved for a time at least.
Melissa, come.
Oh, sir, you must away from this at once. My mother guessed your sex. It was my fault. I blushed and stammered, so that she exclaimed, "Can these be men?" Then, seeing this, "Why, these are men," she would have added, but "amen" stuck in her throat. She keeps your secret, sir, for reasons of her own, but fly from this and take me with you. That is, no, not that.
I'll go, but not without you. Why, what's that?
The luncheon bell.
I'll wait for luncheon then.
Hunger, I beg to state, is highly indelicate. This is a fact profoundly true. So learn our appetites to subdue.
Yes, yes, we'll learn our appetites to subdue.
Madam, your words are wise, nobody should despise, cursed with an appetite keen I am. And I'll subdue it, I'll subdue it, I'll subdue it with cold roast lamb.
Yes, yes, we'll subdue it with cold roast lamb. Let it ring the luncheon bell. Let it ring the luncheon bell. Oh, ring.
and mope, to sigh, oh, Ida, Ida, all day long. Ida, my love, my life, oh, come to me. If it be well, I say, to do all this, then Prince Hilarion is very well.
He breathes our name. Well, 'tis a common one. And is the boy become?
Pretty well. I've heard it said that if I dressed in Prince Hilarion's clothes, supposing this consisted with my maiden modesty, that I might be taken for Hilarion's self. But what is this to you or me, who think of all mankind with undisguised contempt?
Contempt. Why, damsel, when I think of man, contempt is not the word.
I'm sure of that. Or if it is, it surely should not be.
Be quiet, idiot, or they'll find us out.
The Prince Hilarion's a goodly lad.
You know him then?
I rather think I do. We are inseparable.
Well, what's this? You love him then?
We do indeed. All three.
Madam, she jests. Remember where you are.
Jests? Not at all. Why, bless my heart alive. You and Hilarion, when at the court, rode the same horse.
Astride?
Of course. Wore the same clothes, and once or twice, I think, got tipsy in the same good company.
Why, these are nice young ladies, on my word!
Don't you remember that old kissing song he'd sing to blushing Mistress Lalage? The hostess of the pigeons? Thus it ran. Would you know the kind of maid sets my heart aflame? Eyes must be downcast and stained, cheeks must flush for shame. She may neither dance nor sing, but demure in everything. Hang her head in modest way with pouting lips that seem to say, oh, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, though I die of shame. Please you, that's the kind of maid sets my heart aflame. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, though I die of shame. Please you, that's the kind of maid sets my heart aflame. When a maid is bold and gay, with a tongue goes clang, flaunting it in brave array, maiden may go hang. Sunflower gay and honking hot, never shall thy garden stop. Find the blessed rose of maid, with pouting lips that seem to say, oh, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, though I die of shame. Please you, that's the kind of maid sets my heart aflame. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, though I die of shame. Please you, that's the kind of maid sets my heart aflame.
Infamous creature, get you put away!
Dog, there's something more to sing about.
Hilarion, are you mad?
Hilarion! Help, why these are men! Loose your secret undone! Go get you hence!
command can teach my heart to roam, then rather perish by thy hand than live without thy love. A loveless life apart from thee, worldless slavery. Worldless slavery. If kindly death will set me free, why should I fear to die? If kindly death will set me free, if kindly death will set me free, why should I fear? Why should I fear to die?
Madam, without the castle was her common, demon admittance to our halls for Hildebrand. Defy him, we will defy him. Too late, too late, our castle is murdered by the
Walls and fences scaling, pumping, we appear. Walls around the building, we have entered here. Female execration, stifle if you're wise. Stop your lamentation, dry your pretty eyes. Oh, stop your lamentation, dry your pretty, pretty eyes. Walls and fences scaling, pumping, we appear. Walls around the building, we have entered here. Female execration, stifle if you're wise. Stop your lamentation, dry your pretty eyes. Oh, stop your lamentation, dry your pretty, pretty eyes. Female execration, stifle if you're wise. Stop your lamentation, dry your pretty eyes.
Audacious tyrant! Do you dare to beat a maiden?
Since you inquire, we've no desire to beard a maiden here or anywhere.
No, we've no desire to beard a maiden here or anywhere. No, 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 no.
Some years ago, no doubt you know, and if you don't, I'll tell you so. You gave your troth upon your oath to Valerian, my son. A vow you make you must not break. If you think you made a great mistake, for a bride's a bride, though not one tied at the early age of one. A vow you make you must not break. If you think you made a great mistake, for a bride's a bride, though not one tied at the early age of one. And I'm a peppery kind of king who's indisposed to parleying, to fit the wit of a bit of a chit. That's the long and the short of it.
He's a peppery kind of king who's indisposed for parleying, to fit the wit of a bit of a chip, and that's the long and the short of it.
If you decide to pocket your pride and let Hilarion claim his bride, well and good, it's understood, we'll let bygones go by. But if you choose to sulk in the blues, I'll make the whole of you shake in your shoes. I'll storm your walls and level your halls in the twinkling of an eye. But if you choose to sulk in the blues, I'll make the whole of you shake in your shoes. I'll storm your walls and level your halls in the twinkling of an eye. And I'm a peppery potentate who's little inclined his claim to fate, to fit the wit of a bit of a chit. That's the long and the short of it.
He's a peppery potentate who's little inclined his claim to fate, to fit the wit of a bit of a chip, and that's the long and the short of it.
We may remark, know nothing can dismay us, that if you thwart this gentle will slay us. We don't fear death, of course we're taught to shame it. But still upon the whole we thought we'd name it. Yes, 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 better perhaps to name it. Our interest we would not press with chatter. 3 hulking brothers, more or less, don't matter. If you'd pooh-pooh this monarch's plan, pooh-pooh it. But when he says he'll hang a man, he'll do it. Yes, 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 devil doubt he'll do it. Never mind. Release your lad and